Hey y'all, I'm Hanny XOXO and welcome to or back to my channel. I run a small crochet business called XOXO Crochet Plus Whimsy where I sell mostly crocheted plushies, all handmade by moi at in-person markets. I also try to post every single little plushie that I make on social media, such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Lemon8, you name it. I'm on all of them, so I will have all my socials linked down below, as well as any other links or patterns that I mention in today's video. First, before we get into it, let's address the elephant in the room. Well, maybe not an elephant to me, but y'all might not have noticed. But usually in my intro, I tell y'all to make sure to check out my website. And if you were here for last week's video, you'll already have a heads up for this. I am closing my website on October 22nd. I don't know if I will be posting this video before then or not, so we'll see. If it is still open, I'll have my website linked down below if you guys want to browse it one last time. I recently actually launched that website and started my online sales journey. I've been doing it for about 3 months, and I told y'all that I would keep y'all updated throughout my online selling journey. I would tell y'all anything that sold and all that good stuff, all the updates. And I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I have had no updates on that journey, which means I just haven't made any online sales. I haven't gotten a lot of traffic to my website. And honestly, I kind of rushed into it. I started it at a bad time. I wasn't ready to fully embrace it and market myself and everything yet. And so I might in the future try to reopen my website. So this isn't the end all be all. I'm not trying to push you guys to go buy something from me or anything like that. There hopefully will be chances in the future to sell online again. I've also been considering just opening an Etsy shop for now, but I'm also not sure how the fees are on that. I just know I've heard other creators say that Etsy fees are kind of ridiculous, so I don't know if that's something that I want to get into, but I just know for now having my own actual website and store in Shopify is really expensive, and since I'm not selling anything on there, I am taking a break from that, taking a step back from that, we'll say, for now. But again, not the end all be all. Hopefully in the future I'll be selling online again. But if you guys were wanting to purchase any of my plushies, I just wanted to let you guys know that on October 22nd, the website will be gone for the time being until further notice. So now that we're done with the little programming announcement, let's get into another spooky week in my life as a crochet small business owner. And today is Thursday, October 16th, which means that there's only 15 days left till Halloween. I'm so excited, y'all. Honestly, it couldn't come any quicker. I literally yesterday was just telling my fiance about how, oh my gosh, I need to finish the weenies by this weekend because next Friday is already Halloween, so they need to be all ready to go by Halloween. And she was babes, take a step back. Let's take a breath now. Halloween isn't for 2 more weeks. Crazy, crazy. I really thought it was next weekend, but it's not, which is good and bad. Bad because obviously I was sad that Halloween isn't sooner because I freaking love Halloween. I feel like I've been repeating that every video. I'm so sorry if y'all have been here for all that and keep hearing me talk about how much I love Halloween, but I love Halloween. It's my favorite. So I'm sad that it's not coming any sooner, but also happy that I do have an extra week now to work on those weenies, because where I left y'all in the last video is the same place that I'm at now. I haven't really gotten much work done on those. I did one more pumpkin, but that's barely anything. So definitely gotta grind on those, and happy that I have one more week to do so.
I'm so sorry. I'm editing this right now and just realized I jumped right into the weenies without explaining anything at all. And if you're new here, you're probably like, what the heck is this girly talking about with these weenies? And basically, I have this really big custom order where I'm making these 8 Halloweeny surprise ghost things. Basically, it's a little pumpkin with a quote unquote Halloweeny sitting on top of it, and then a ghost goes over it to like hide it. I'll put a photo or video something up right here so you can know what I'm talking about. But that's all I mean when I'm saying the weenies. You could also watch any of my last few videos. I talk about them a little bit more there as well. But I just wanted to explain that so that y'all aren't confused.
And keeping with the spooky Halloween theme, which, yes, all of my videos probably in October are gonna be spooky weeks in my life because it's October, it's spooky season, and we need to embrace this while we can. Especially, I'm now realizing since I am a small business owner, you don't get to experience Halloween as much because I'm already having to think about my market that's coming up in November and how I'm gonna have to start making Christmassy themed things for that probably. Which I do, I enjoy Christmas. I don't hate Christmas, but I just love Halloween and I want to embrace it all month. So, yes, y'all will be getting spooky little weeks in my life all throughout the rest of this month. I feel like I don't even need to keep saying how much I love Halloween because I'm sure y'all can tell just by my background alone, my Nightmare Before Christmas background, which, by the way, is not a Halloween decoration. This is my background. You'll see this all year long, folks. Well, we might be moving soon. But I mean, we might still put that up though at our new house. I don't know. We keep it up all year long. We also have like Misfits art, Rob Zombie, obviously like all the Joker, Harley Quinn, which I guess that's not really Halloween, but people might associate that with Halloween. We have skeletons too all over our house. Maybe one day I'll show you. Maybe when we move into the new place and we have it all decorated with our skeletons and everything, I can show you guys all of our year round Halloween decorations. I also recently discovered that people just keep their house decorated for Halloween all year round, which I guess is kind of what we do just without realizing it. But they always have their house decorated, dark and gothic themed, and I'm kind of obsessed with that. I'm like, why have I not been doing that my whole life? Also, did y'all spot him? Did y'all spot him? My boy Grogu Jack up in the back. I need to do a better job at keeping him in frame. I feel bad. He keeps getting cut out. But of course, we got Grogu Jack for another week of spooky crochet. So, jumping into the next spooky topic, we've got my Halloween costume. And let me just tell y'all, we did kind of switch up what we're actually gonna do for our Halloween costume. Well, we didn't switch up the theme, but we decided that I should be like a real Playboy bunny because my my fiance is really going all in with the Hugh Hefner theme. And so we thought, it would just be better if I, instead of having a DIY, like more campy alternative look, if I go all in with the Playboy bunny, the whole get up, the whole gig, the whole get up. Don't worry, I'm still gonna be dead, okay? I'm still putting fake blood all over me, but I'm not doing the whole crochet thing, but that doesn't mean I'm not still crocheting spooky things and that I'm giving up on the bunny ear beanie. Of course, I think I made it clear how excited I was about that beanie in my last video because I'm so excited for it, even if it's not for Halloween. The Halloween costume was just an excuse to make the beanie because I've been wanting to make a beanie like this for so long now. But yeah, thought I should update you guys. We're switching around the costume a little bit, but I think I'm still gonna take photos of me in the other costume, the Playboy bunny, the more DIY crochet Playboy bunny look to post on my crochet pages, and then for the actual party, I'll wear the real outfit. But anyway, I don't even know if y'all care. Let me show you guys the progress that I've been making on the beanie. So, y'all have already seen the ears, so I'm not gonna go get up and grab those. If you haven't seen the ears yet, make sure to go check out my last week's video where I show y'all the completed ears. But this is where I'm at with the beanie so far. Which it's so funny because it literally just looks like a really thick, like part of a scarf or something. I feel like people who don't crochet would have no idea that this is going to become a beanie. My fiance thought I was making like a corset with it, and then I was like, wait, that's actually such a cute idea though. Like maybe I should. But nope, it's a beanie. Let's see how much of it. So I have a little bit left to go. Oh, a little bit left to go on the red portion, but yeah, it's gonna be half and half. Love to see it. Um, you know the vibe. I'm so excited about it though. And I also have an update on the charm situation because, again, if you guys watched last week's video, you would know that the super beautiful eleganza gothic charms that I so desperately needed for this project, as I was editing that video and taking screenshots of the different charms that I was looking at to show y'all, I discovered that they were currently unavailable. What? They were never even low on stock because I do have notifications on my Amazon so that if something in my cart, like if there's only a few of it left, it'll tell me so that I know if I want to get it, I better get it now. But it never told me anything. It was never saying low stock. It just out of nowhere said currently unavailable. So that was weird. But then after editing and stuff and then being sad about that, a few hours later, last night, I looked on Amazon again and I actually found the same exact charms. I don't know if they were just like under a different listing or if they somehow became available again. I'm still kind of confused about what happened. I'm still unclear about if it's the same listing, a different listing, but anyway, I saw that they were available and so I immediately bought them. They were 20 bucks, but it does come with 70 charms, y'all. 70 for 20 bucks. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal, especially if it's like your style as well, because this is like my style when it comes to like a more gothic style. I don't know. I have so many different aesthetics, y'all. I can't choose one, but I love this sort of gothic style, print, whatever you want to call it. Obsessed with it. So I will definitely be using those charms on my hat to make the little earrings. I don't know what you want to call it on the bunny ears, but I was also thinking it would be kind of cute to start adding little charms like that to like just the plushies as well, like giving plushies little earrings. Like, wouldn't that be so cute? Is it just me or would that be so cute? So, when I got this idea to start adding charms to like everything I could think of, wearables or plushies or whatever, I was like, I need to find more. I need to find more charms. Plus, I just thought it could be a fun idea too. I don't know if any of y'all would want to do the same sort of thing. So what I did was I compiled this list of all of these super spooky charms that I found that would be perfect for Halloween and perfect for your spooky plushies or wearables to add to it. And so I made a list on my storefront. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. But I also just wanted to go through it right now and show you guys all the different charms that I found. Sorry if I'm getting so excited about this. I literally geek out about Halloween. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm just I literally had so much fun with this, and I was thinking about actually recording it, like me shopping and shopping with you guys, but I couldn't. I was so excited. I had to just do it right away. And so I was like, I'll take screenshots of all of it to show y'all what I found. And then if you guys like any of it, it'll all be linked down below if you guys want to check any of it out. Clicking on the storefront, by the way, it does do something. It helps me out, I think, or something, so that you're aware. So, yeah, if there's anything and you don't want to give me the credit for some reason, y'all can seek these out on your own as well. They're all on Amazon. But yeah, just that little disclaimer, if you do click on my storefront, you might be helping me out. So beware. Be aware, you might be helping your girl out. Just want to let y'all know. I really tried to include charms that would be everyone's different kind of spooky and Halloween styles in this, so that even if your style isn't the same as mine, if you don't really like, the gothic, elegant, romantic style, I also put some like pastel goth and some more witchy tarot type of stuff and more in your face like actual pumpkins and ghosts type of Halloween. There should be some sort of charm in here that you would find yourself liking. So the first ones that I have listed are the ones that I did end up ordering. So they do currently say currently unavailable, but I don't know if that's real or not. So definitely, if you guys click on it and it does still say that it's currently unavailable, you might still be able to find the same ones if you look in the suggested bar. I don't know why it's like that, because it's literally the same exact ones. Like you'll find the same listing. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's a problem with Amazon, with the seller, probably with the seller. I'm not so sure, but yes, if you guys want to get the same charms as me and they say currently unavailable, just look in the suggested. That's what I did, and I was able to find the same exact ones just under a different listing. So, pro tip on that. I should also say that the first item that I have listed is going to be your little rings that you use. You don't have to use those exact ones. I don't even know exactly how they're going to work. I will also be unboxing everything to show you guys the charms and everything when they come. And if for some reason those little rings that I got, if they don't work, obviously I'll take them off and let you guys know and change them and all that. But I think they should work. The reviews are really good. So yeah, I'm just using those little things to attach it to my hat or to whatever else I want to attach the charms to. The next charms that I have listed are the little daggers and the blades and the knives and the all the gory type of stuff, because I still thought that those ones were really cool, especially if you do kind of like that slasher Halloween. But yeah, I did still think that the little blades and daggers and everything were so cool, so I still included those in here for y'all. Next, I found there's 7 different types of charms, but all of them looked really, really similar to the ones that I ordered. So that just in case you guys did want to get similar charms to those, but they aren't available and you're not able to find any in the suggested bar, I included all these other ones that look super, super similar to the ones that I got with just a few different differences to them, so that you guys can still get charms that are that same sort of style. And a lot of these were also actually so cute. Like, I wish that some of these could be like combined all into one pack, because I loved that like this pack had the anatomically correct hearts in it and the more elegant style of dagger, more elegant, I don't know. But if you still wanted to give like that dagger type of vibe, but you wanted it to be a little classier and less in your face, this would be such a cute option, I think. Also, these ones that are more of a cutesy, like coquette style, but also still like kind of gory and bloody at the same time. I really liked these ones, honestly, because I do love like the cutesy style still. Again, I can't stick to one aesthetic. I like everything. I love my pinks, but then I also love like my dark and creepy and goth type of look. So these ones were also super cool too, if you like to kind of mix up the gory but also with the cutesy. I also loved these ones specifically for the bird. I think it's a raven or maybe a crow. And then also the snake. I thought it was so pretty. I literally would order this pack like honestly just for the bird one. I like that charm is so pretty. And you'll see I am going to show you guys some other bird type charms in case that's this type of Halloween style you like. I know some people are really into the ravens and crows, but this one specifically was just so beautiful. I'm still obsessed with it. I love it. And then there was also these ones that I loved. They're like the portrait style ones. There's also some that look really similar to this in the pack that I ordered, but I just love anything that's the portrait style, the cameo style, anything that's like a silhouette of something. But I just also loved that it was the skulls and the spiders and the bats. I thought that was so cool and creepy. Ugh, I love it. And the next section is going to be for our bird lovers. As I mentioned before, those of you who like to decorate for Halloween with your crows and your ravens and all those beautiful spooky birds. So, first we have this pack that comes with some really in your face type of Halloween charms, some pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, ghosts, mummies, skeletons, bats, cats, witches, you name it. This pack really has it all. But I also loved it because it also has the birds, and not a lot of packs have the birds, the crows, and the ravens. So I love that this pack also included those. So if you did want a big mix but wanted to make sure that you're getting your birds, your spooky birds, this pack would be a great option for you. Next is this pack. If you love the Plague Doctor type of aesthetic as well as the Ravens, then this would be a super good pack for you. It mixes the Plague Doctor again with the Ravens. So if you love both of those things, this one is super cute. But if you're like me, for some reason, I'm just not super into the Plague Doctor, y'all. I don't know why. I think it looks really cool, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not really for me, but I love ravens. So I found this pack that had all these really beautiful raven charms in it. So if you only want ravens and no plague doctor, then this would be a really good pack for you. Last for our bird section, I had to include these little raven figurines, and just a heads up, they do not have a hole in them. You cannot use them to put on the little rings to put on things unless you try to drill a hole in it yourself, which I suppose you might be able to do, but I don't have that skill set, so just a heads up. But I wanted to include these in here because I did think it would be like such a fun and cute and spooky idea for like all you goths out there who want to participate in the little pranks where you hide like the miniature little things around people's houses. I thought it would be so fun to do that with these little like ravens to just start hiding them. Maybe that's just me trying to be a menace to society, but I don't know. I thought that would be so fun. Plus, just miniature things are cute. Like, I would also just decorate my home with these in general because they're so cute. Next, I had to include these charms for all my Scorpio sisters out there because they had all of these beautiful bronze, silver, and like a dark bronze, almost black type of scorpion charms. So if you're a Scorpio out there or just a scorpion lover out there, these charms would also be so perfect for you. I can't wait until we like move into our new house because I for Halloween would love to just like decorate the whole house with scorpions and everything, like just to celebrate Scorpio season as a Scorpio. I don't know, I think that would be so fun. My only fear though is we do actually have like scorpions here where I live, like they're native to this land or whatever. And so I'm like, if I did decorate with scorpion decor, would I get scared? Would there be, what if a real one showed up and I thought it was my decor? But you know, us Scorpios, we take that risk. Next, I don't really know if these fit into a category. The next like big section we're gonna get into is the witchy section. So for all you witches out there, get ready. I got some charms for y'all. But these, I don't know for sure if you'd put them in that category or if they could be their own thing. But it was all these super cute kitties and they look super magical and mystical and cutie. I just love them so much. I'm a cat lover, so maybe that's why they stood out to me. But some of them have little witch hats on too, so maybe that's why I thought I could put them in the witch category. I don't know, but they're so cute. If you're a cat lover out there who loves spooky cats, cats in costumes, then these ones are definitely perfect for you. And now to really dive into our witch section, we're starting with an actual witch. Witches on brooms with her little kitty companion. I don't know, I just thought that these charms were so cute. And again, I'm a cat lover, and I also just love a classic witch on a broomstick for Halloween. It reminds me of like The Wizard of Oz, Hocus Pocus, all the classic movies and everything. I love a witch on her broomstick. So I thought these charms were super, super adorable. Next, we have some more kind of classic Halloween charms. They're all silver, and I guess I included this in this section as well because it happens to have a witch on her broom as one of the charms. But this pack has a ton of different charms. If you're into bats, spiders, skeletons, whatever you're into, this pack has it all, and it's all silver, so it looks very classy, elegant, in my opinion. So if that's your style, this pack is huge. It has like 80 different charms in it or something, 80 pieces in it. So you're getting a lot of charms. It'll fully last you through the spooky season, hopefully, unless you go crazy with it, which by all means, go crazy for spooky season. But these charms are just really cute, so y'all might enjoy them too. Next, these charms are really similar to the ones I just showed you guys, but I personally liked these ones a little bit better. Instead of silver, they're bronze. It also includes a little cat on a moon, spiders, spider webs, skulls, all that fun stuff. Again, a lot of the same ones as in the previous pack, but for some reason, y'all, I cannot get past in the last pack that I showed before this one, they have like a skeleton, and I don't know if he's like hanging himself or if my brain is interpreting it as that. But I'm not a fan, you guys. I don't know if it's because that topic hits real close to home for me as somebody who lost a parent in that manner, but I can't do the hang, guys. If you're into it, by all means, go for it. But I feel like that's why I like this pack with the bronze ones more because this pack didn't have those skeletons in it, and for some reason, and I know I could just not use those charms, but I don't know, y'all. I can't get past it. I don't know if it's just me, but it's a hard pass for me. But I did really like these bronze ones. And again, if you like the silver ones better, that's also perfectly okay. I know that not everyone has the same opinions, experiences as I do, so not offended at all. You do you. Everyone's style is unique, and that's what makes us all so special. And moving past that to get into a mystical, magical, witchy vibe again. Let's feel the witchy vibes again, y'all, because there is this pack of these really cute witchy charms. So, again, for all the witches out there, and there's a bunch of different colors. That's what I appreciated about this pack is that it's not just like all silver, but they come in silver or bronze or black, whatever color you might need for your project, you can probably find it in this pack. So again, all you witches out there, this one is for you guys. Next, sticking with our witchy theme are these cute little tiny planchette charms that have like tarot or witchy kind of visuals on them. I just thought these would be perfect if you're like a tarot practicer out there. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm not really into the whole tarot thing. But if you are, these ones would be so cute for you, I feel like. So perfect. I think that they're super adorable. Now, moving into the in your face Halloween section for those of you guys who like things that are very Halloween themed. The first pack we have is this one that includes pretty much any Halloween character you would need. So we got your ghost, your jack-o'-lanterns, your skeletons, your bats, all of it is gonna be in this pack. So if you're wanting to make some like beanies that are very much Halloween, if you have a market coming up and you want to make some sort of beanie that's very much a Halloween beanie, then these would be perfect to add to those, or to your plushies again, to whatever you want. I think these would just be really cute to add to any sort of really Halloweeny type of item that you're trying to make. And then these ones I personally loved, and I don't know, maybe I should order these because I have a feeling I'm gonna want to use them for something because they're so up my alley. But it's Hello Kitty dressed as different Halloween things. And you guys, one year I literally, like just a few years ago for my pumpkin carving, I did a Hello Kitty witch pumpkin and it was so cute. And so, of course, these charms reminded me of that. I love Hello Kitty. Again, it's so funny because I have no set aesthetic or style. Like, I love the super creepy stuff, but then I love like the cutie Hello Kitty. I love all the Sanrio, honestly. Like, even my phone case that I'm staring at right now is all Kuromi'd out. That's actually so funny. It's Kuromi riding on a broomstick. Like, what are the odds, y'all? I just thought that these were so cute. So if you guys also love Hello Kitty, or if you have a daughter, a niece, whoever that loves Hello Kitty, definitely check these out. I think that they would be so adorable to even add to like a bag too, like the market bags, I think they're called. I've personally never made one, surprisingly, but maybe I should, because I think that these charms would be so cute to put on that, or even to add to like a keychain or something. Like, if you make like a little crochet keychain and add one of these charms to it. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, you guys, but I just thought these were so cute. I had to share them. And next we have these classic sheet ghosts that I thought were so cute because I mean, I love a sheet ghost. I just had to make 8 sheet ghosts for this Halloweeny order. So of course I had to include some classic sheet ghosts in here. They're also 3D, which I love. So they're like, you know, not just a 2D print, but an actual little guy. And these also do come in pink. So if you're not really into the classic white sheet ghost, if you want to have a more pasteloween type of vibe, then yes, they also come in pink, which I thought was so cute. And then again, going into that pasteloween theme, coming out of that in your face Halloween vibe, more into the pasteloween, we have these super cute, like pastel goth sort of charms that I found. I just thought these ones were super cute and girly. So if you're like a real girly girl out there, or you don't obviously have to be a girl, just if you like the pink, the purple, the cutesy, then these are definitely for you. And I think that these would be, again, just a really cute attachment to any kind of wearable or anything. I could just see myself making like a beanie with these all hanging like along the bottom or something. Ooh, even like a scarf to go with it, or like a top even that has like little charms along it. I just feel like these would be really cute, like for an outfit. Again, you could use them for anything. But I'm even getting ideas. I'm like, I need to order all of these before they all sell out. And now we move into our really fun and colorful section of charms that I found. So, first we have these super cute sugar skulls, and I just thought these were so adorable, especially if you do like to decorate your house or whatever, or your body yourself if you like to wear things with sugar skulls. I think that these would be so adorable for you. And yeah, I just thought they were so cute, and I love that it comes with a big variety of different kinds, different colors, so that you can mix and match them for a project or have all the same color, however you want to do it. I just thought these would be perfect and so adorable. And next we have this pack of these colorful, really cutesy, I feel like, and also with that magical witchy type of vibe as well, charms. Maybe it's just because they have like stars on them and stuff that I feel that way. But I don't know, I just think that these are so cute. There's witch hats, ghosts, bats, pumpkins, all the Halloweeny stuff, but with the really cute and like kind of a pasteloween sort of vibe to it. So if you like that sort of cutesy Halloween style, then these would definitely be a great option for you. And then this next pack that I have to show y'all is the same sort of vibe as the last ones that I showed you guys. But in case you want more pieces that are the same color or that are uniform, look the same, like if you're making a beanie and you do want them to all be matching and not be different colors, but you still want that cutesy vibe of the last pack that I showed you guys, then this pack would be perfect for y'all because all of the ghosts in it are white and all of the hats in it are purple, all the bats are black. So everything is uniform, everything is matching. So if you do want it to be a little bit more matchy matchy, but still want it to have that really cutesy and that mystical vibe, then these ones are that same exact style as the last ones, but they have a more uniform look. So you'll get more in the same color. So in case you do need like 10 of the same color, you can get that in this pack, which you can't get in the last pack that I showed. And finally, I wanted to show you guys these charms just because they reminded me of my childhood, but they're not Halloween themed. I guess they're not really spooky themed either, but they do fall into that like fall and autumn category. And I don't know, I just had to include them because I also need to know if anyone had the same experience as me. But I found these little Thanksgiving turkeys, and I immediately, when I saw these, it like brought up this memory for me that I haven't thought about in like 20 years. But every year during November, like a little bit before Halloween, my grandparents would always get in the newspaper this like thing to color in a turkey, and it literally looked exactly like this turkey that's on these charms. And they would have like a whole contest and everything. You would get to color in your turkey, you sent it in, and then the winner would get some sort of prize, I think. Does anyone else have this same exact memory? Because I'm like, I totally have forgotten about this for so long, but I remember always sending in my turkey, and I don't think I ever won because, like, nobody ever called me up to tell me I got a prize. But now I'm really wondering, like, I'm like, was that real even? Or did my grandparents just make that up so that I could, like, have fun, like, reading the newspaper in the morning with them? Now I don't know, you guys. Let me know if you guys also colored in that turkey in the newspaper, or if these charms brought up that repressed memory for y'all, because I'm literally like, I remember this turkey. I swear it's the same one from the newspaper. Unless I'm just crazy, unless it's a different turkey. But I don't know. I was like, that's crazy. I remember coloring that in every year. But anyway, that's all of the spooky charms and the one Thanksgiving charm that I have to show y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that you guys either found some charms that you like as well, or that this kind of inspired you even to like reevaluate your projects and think about how you can add some fun and whimsy to them. I don't know, but I just thought it would be a fun idea, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys. So again, if you did see any charms in here that you liked, my little list with all of the charms will be linked down below, so make sure to check it out. I also wanted to let you guys know, and I'm sure y'all probably already know about this, and I'm probably just late to the party as always. I'm probably just the last one to know about it, but Premier is having a sale right now on Parfait Chunky. Well, on the whole Parfait collection. They're having an October sale, so for the whole rest of this month of October, for the whole month, like, can you believe it's literally been on their Instagram this entire month that they're having this October sale, and it's literally October 16th. And I found out about this yesterday. Literally halfway through the month, I find out that Premier is having a sale. I don't know if they have this sale every year too. I don't like have the skills for remembering when stores have their sales. Maybe I need to though. Like as a business owner, maybe I need to start keeping track of that. But somehow, some way, I'm just now finding out about the Premier Parfait sale. So if you use Premier yarns, specifically anything from their Parfait collection, make sure to place a yarn order this month so that you guys can get 20% off, I think it is, of your Parfait yarn. Again, I'm not sponsored by Premier. Premier, if you want to sponsor me, I'm so open to it. If you want to send me some PR, I'm here and ready for it. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that sale is happening because I didn't know about it, but I need to know about it because I have my market coming up next month, and I'm definitely gonna have to place an order sometime before the end of this month for that Parfait Chunky, in my case, yarn. Parfait Chunky is my fave, y'all. If you've been around, you know this. I love me some Parfait Chunky, so I will definitely be placing an order sometime soon, and then hopefully we can do another yarn haul and another little pattern roundup with all the patterns that I'm planning to make for my next market. I'm also so excited to show you guys what I'm gonna be bringing to my next market with me as well, kind of like as an experiment, because I actually ended up finding a bunch of scarves and beanies and things that I've literally made like 10 years ago at my mom's house the last time I went to visit her. And thankfully, because what did I used to sell at? I used to sell at Christmas tree farms. And so all of my scarves and beanies are all like red, green, white, Christmassy colors. So that's really awesome, and I'm just excited to sell those. I'm gonna get those all out and show those to you guys in another video, hopefully a market prep video coming up soon. And so get ready for that, get excited, and I'm also just excited to see how those do, because my scarves and beanies always used to sell out back in the day when I used to sell them at Christmas tree farms, and so hopefully I'll have that same luck again. But of course, I'll take you guys along with me, and yeah, we'll see how they do in November. If the scarves and the beanies sell as well as my plushies do now. That's all the updates I have for y'all right now. I'm gonna get back to making those pumpkins because I really do, even though I have an extra week more than I thought to make these weenies, I still really gotta get them done. So I'm gonna get grinding on those pumpkins right now, and I should be back either later today or tomorrow to give y'all another update on how things are going. We'll see. Hey, it's been a second since I last talked with y'all. Today is now Monday, and I am joined once again by Grogu Jack as he slaps me in the glasses, silly little Grogu. And today we have a few updates for y'all, so let's get right into it. Grogu has been placed upon his comfy throne, and now let's get into some crochet talk. First, I want to update y'all on the weenies, and then I'm gonna save the best update for last, at least in my opinion, the best update, because I do have a finished project to share with you guys. I'm so excited. But first, weenie update. So, here is the weenie board, and as you might be able to tell, we finally have almost all of the pieces done. I'm currently working on the final pumpkin. I actually have it right here next to me. Pumpkin number 8 right here, you guys. Once I finish this one, I will have every single piece of the weenies done, and then all I gotta do is sew everything together, well, and make the eyes and the mouths for the ghost. But as I said before, that should take me 2 seconds. I mean, it's literally a magic ring in some like double crochets in the magic ring. So that should take me literally 2 seconds to do. So I'm so excited to have finally almost finished this, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be giving them to her on Friday, this coming up Friday. So that should be really exciting. I'm excited for her to be able to give them out to her friends, and hopefully they all love them. That's pretty much all I gotta say about the weenies right now. I feel like every update has been kind of the same, but I did just want to tell you guys that I am finally pretty much done with all the pieces, so all that's left is sewing everything together. But I also forgot I have another little update before we get into the big update that I'm excited about. So, I ended up selling every single one of my minis except for two of them. I meant to say this in my last week's video, but I just totally forgot. We had a crazy week that week. This week has not been that chaotic so far, thank goodness. All we did this weekend, we did go to a party this weekend. Sorry to interrupt the crochet talk, but we did go to the party that I was talking about in last week's video that we were supposed to go to for my fiance's cousin Tanner, which again, shout out to Tanner if you're watching. But yes, that party that we were supposed to go to, but the date was wrong. The date was actually this past Saturday that just happened, so we did go to that. We dressed up as skeletons. I think I have a picture. I hope that I can pop up on the screen for you guys to show y'all how cute my fiance and I looked together as little skeletons. Our makeup, I will say, was a little shaky because I did not give myself enough time to do our makeup, but I promise our makeup for Halloween will be more on point, you know what I mean? But sorry about that little interruption. I thought we looked cute, so I wanted to show you guys. But back to the crochet talk. So, I ended up selling, yes, all of my minis. I sold all of them to my father-in-law, which I mentioned this in a previous video, but I gave him a big bag of my minis. Not just a big bag of my minis, I gave him the bag of my minis. The bag that I had that I was gonna take with me to like the next market and stuff like that, whatever. I mean, it wasn't that important. It was mostly just leftover stock, but it was also, product to take to the next market. Again, it's not that important. But he ended up giving them all away, and so now I have no more minis. But it's awesome though because I sold them all to him. So he's so sweet for that too, that he just wants to support. I guess I don't know. He's awesome. He's amazing. Love him. But I did end up selling all of my minis, so I'm gonna have to get grinding on mini things for my next market. But now I can kind of decide because before the theme of all my minis was sea creatures, because I mean I do live right by the beach. So a lot of people here like their house decor is beachy themed and stuff because everyone lives right on the beach or loves the beach, you know what I mean? It was also summertime, so the sea creatures were perfect, but now I'm like, should I make minis that are more like a winter, like wintry minis, a winter style of minis instead of the sea creatures? I mean, I don't know. People love the sea creatures though, so it's hard. Maybe I do a mix, like a little bit of a mix, but I don't know. It's just I've mentioned this before. It can be hard for me to crochet the same pattern over and over and over again. And I'll be honest, those sea creatures, I was crocheting them all summer long. I made hundreds of them, literally hundreds of those little sea creatures. So I mean, I would love to make something different, to have a little break from it, but I also have to make what sells. So I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts or opinions on that, please, I would appreciate it if you would let me know in the comments what you think I should do or what you would do if you were in this situation. If you are currently in this situation, what are you planning to do? Not that I'm trying to steal your market plan either. If you can gatekeep your plan if you want. But, I don't know. I'm so indecisive. I don't know what to do. But again, that's not the most important part of today's little update because I finally finished my Halloween bunny hat, my scary spooky bunny hat, and I'm gonna go grab it and put it on to show you guys. And here we have my bunny ear beanie. I am so obsessed with it, you guys. I'm in love. It's just what I wanted. I uh, I just love everything about it. And I also just loved getting to make a beanie again. I'm not kidding, y'all. I haven't made a beanie in at least 5 years, maybe longer. And so it was so fun just getting to make this. Plus, I've never made a beanie with bunny ears before. The only modifications I've ever made to my beanies have been adding just like a trim onto the edge of it and or a puffball onto the top of it, but I've never added ears to it. I also, as you might be able to tell, I did get my charms in the mail and I wanted to film an unboxing, but I was just way too excited and I had to put the charms on immediately. So I'm sorry that I didn't film an unboxing for y'all if you were excited about that, but I'm sure that you guys care more about the crochet than the charm unboxing. I will still show you guys like a close up visual of all the different charms that came in the pack because I honestly think that the pack came with like more types of charms than were shown in the photo. I'll have to look at the photo again to reconfirm, but I found so many cute charms. I just loved them. And I don't know if I should keep adding charms more up the entire ear or if I should just keep it like this. I also don't know if I should add something like onto the back of the ears, maybe like a different kind of charm. I was thinking maybe like little bat charms might be cute to put on the backs of the ears because I've seen some people put bows on the ears, which I do think is super cute, but it's just like not the vibe that I'm going for with this hat, if you know what I mean. I'm going for a little bit of a spookier, scarier, classic Halloween type of vibe, not really too cutesy. I mean, I already have charms with hearts on them. That's probably pushing it. So I think little like bats on the back might be cute. I don't know, but if I do change it up, I'll definitely let you guys know. But uh I just love this hat. It's everything that I wanted, and I'm so happy that I found the charms to go on it. I think that the charms make it so cute. And yeah, again, I just really loved making this hat. I don't know if it was just because I was having to make weenie after weenie after weenie. It sounds so funny that I keep just saying the weenies, the Halloweenies, but I guess it's not just weenies, it's also pumpkins and ghosts. But it was also so fun to make those. Again, don't get me wrong, I wasn't lying when I said I was having a fun time making those because I had a blast making them, but it was really nice to include this project in as a little bit of a break and to let myself feel some of that nostalgia of when I used to only crochet with worsted weight yarn. And I don't know, I might have to start making some of these little beanies for my market. As I already mentioned, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be testing out at this upcoming market selling a few Christmassy themed beanies, and I think that I'm also gonna wear this beanie during the market so that people can see it and they might like ask, "Oh, did you make that?" Because a lot of times at markets, I try to wear something that I've made before because I always get asked that question. But maybe someone will see this and they'll ask if I made it and ask if I sell them because I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one who's into this kind of style of beanie or if other people would be into it too, but I just think it's so cute and I honestly like never want to take it off. It's just the perfect size as well. I feel like I used to make my other beanies a little too tight, but this one is just like, which I know crochet also loosens up over time, but this one is just like the perfect, I don't know. I don't know. Only have good things to say about it. And if you want to make one for yourself, I will have the patterns linked below, both for the beanie and for the ears, because I did use a different pattern for both of those parts of it. But you can do whatever you want. I also didn't follow the ear pattern fully. I kind of did my own thing, but very basic both parts. So definitely also beginner friendly, I would say, because literally hardly any sewing. I yeah, love this project. Love making beanies. Definitely go make some beanies, y'all, because the cold weather is coming in and these little beanies perfect for keeping your ears warm. All right, first let me show y'all what this beanie looks like up close. So here we have the top of the beanie, and I did make it a little bit short. That's the way that I wanted it. You can always do more chains for your starting chain if you want it to be longer, but I don't like when there's a lot bunched up at the top, and I've made that mistake multiple times before. So, just a warning on that as well. But the nice thing is that you can roll it up on the edge like this, which also takes some of the slack off. I used this charm because I just really loved this one. I thought it was so cute. A little bat heart. Just so adorable. I love bats, and I feel like that charm really shows my love for bats. So now we can move down the beanie to these other charms along the ear, which again, let me know if you guys think I should add more charms to like this part of the ears, the top of the ears. Moving along to this first charm, a little portrait of a spider. I love these kind of charms. I think they're so cute. And then we have a little bat because again, I love bats. I just think they're so cute. And then this heart, but it's kind of like a spookier looking heart, and it has little skulls along the frame of it. So I love that they did include hearts and kind of cutesy things in this pack, but then they still made it spooky with the detailing on it. So I just really loved that. And then at the very bottom, we have this, I think it's a butterfly. I was gonna say death moth, but no, this is definitely just a butterfly with skulls in the wings. And I just thought that it looked really pretty. It also kind of reminds me of like the butterfly from Corpse Bride. I don't know. Whenever I see any kind of spooky butterfly, though, I always think of Corpse Bride. But yeah, that is the red ear, the charms that I put on it. And then moving along to the black ear, the first charm we have on it, this one actually is a death moth because I just love death moths. I think they're so cool. So I had to for sure put a death moth charm on the beanie. And then there's also this really cool charm again with the hearts in like the kind of cutesy style, but making it look kind of spooky. This one isn't like super spooky, it's more like of a mystical type of one, but I thought that it was really pretty, especially with the rose on top. And then, of course, I had to put yet another bat because, again, I just love bats. They're so cute. And then at the very bottom, an anatomically correct heart because I have all these other cutesy little love hearts on there, but I had to do an anatomically correct heart, especially as a former scientist, gotta put my biology on there. So that is an up close of the beanie. The rest of the charms are in this bag. Well, most of the rest of the charms, some of them I took out and who knows where I put them, but most of the charms are in this bag. So I'm gonna take these out and arrange them all nice so that y'all can see all the charms that this came with. Here are all of the charms out of their package, what they look like. So there's a lot of them, and every single one of these does have a duplicate as well, which is so awesome because then the ones that you like, you have multiple of them. So that's why, like, these bats right here are the ones that I'm thinking of using on the back of my beanie. And it's nice because there's two of them. I do wish that there was a red one and a black one, though. Most of these other charms, I'm sure you can tell, they come in both colors. So, like for the portraits, for instance, they have the bat and the spider in the black and the red, and then they have it swapped down here. So, a big selection, but for some reason these bats are only in red. But it's all good. I still think they're so cute. I think I might have to try that idea. Or I might be able to find some other sort of bat like hair clips maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I did want to show you guys all of these charms. Some of them, like, I don't really understand this one still. I don't know if I'm missing something, but it looks just like a regular heart to me. I don't know. I'm like, I wish it looked a little bit spookier. But yes, this is every other charm they got. I feel like they look very gothic yet elegant. Well, gothic and elegant. So, if that's your style, if that's what you're looking for, if you're working on a piece of jewelry for Halloween, red and black jewelry, these charms would look super cute on it. Or if you're like me and you're trying to get into adding charms to your crochet, then these ones are so perfect for any of your spooky crochet projects. Oh, I almost forgot. I also wanted to show you guys the little rings that I used to secure the charms and let you guys know my little review of them since I wasn't sure if they were going to be good or not. And I mean, first of all, if you see on the package, there's 200 pieces. These were also so cheap. They were like $5 on Amazon, I think. Again, everything you see in this video, like these things and all the different charms, the ones that I just showed you right now and the ones that I showed you guys in the previous segment, all those different ones will all be linked down below. They're all in my Amazon storefront. So if you guys are trying to access anything quickly, everything again will be linked in there. But let me show these little guys to you. Oh, I also forgot I stuck I stuck some charms that I liked in this bag. Whoopsies. But here are the little tiny rings. I will say that they are really, really small. I felt like they were perfect because they really show off the charm since they are so tiny. But since they're small, it does make them a little bit hard to open. Since I have not super long nails, but semi long nails, it does make them easier to open. But I did have to repaint my nails today, y'all, because they definitely took off a lot of my nail polish trying to get them all open, which is fine. I mean, I don't get my nails done professionally. I just use the old nail polish at home technique. But yeah, I really like them. It was easy to fit the charm over them as well. Sorry that I'm just holding it too. I would give you guys a demonstration, but I'm holding my phone with my other hand, of course, being hashtag not professional as always when I could just pull out my tripod. But trust me when I tell you guys they're easy to use. I mean, I used a bunch of them all over the beanie, so I wouldn't lie about it, y'all. But I would say if you do have problems like with finger strength or arthritis or anything like that, then they might be a little bit difficult. I would suggest getting the other kind of rings instead, the ones that you use pliers to open and close. Those ones might be easier on your fingers. But if you have a lot of finger dexterity, is that what it's called? I don't know. But if you got some strong fingers, then these should be no problem for you. Well, I really was planning Holly, I'm not talking to you right now.
What? What is it, sweetie? What? Look it. Now you're getting your sister all worked up too. What? What is it? Okay, now your sister's all worked up. Look at Rodney now. What? What's the issue here? What's happening? Oh, your little mouths. You guys are so cute.
Well, y'all, I'm coming back not with updates, but to actually end this video. I know that it's only been 2 days long, and I promise I really was planning on making this a longer video and filming for more days, but I just realized that today is the 20th, and my website is closing on the 22nd, so I really need to get this video out there so that you guys can at least have a day before the website closes down in case I don't know, you want to look at it maybe, who knows. So I do want to get this video out there. I also am wondering about your guys' thoughts on the timestamps. I've been keeping the timestamps to only the crochet talk because I know in these weekly vlogs I talk about every little thing I'm doing during the week from all the different things I do in my life as well as the crochet, and I know some of you guys only want to hear about the crochet, so that's why I've been doing the crochet only timestamps. But I don't know, are you guys even using the timestamps at all? Let me know. Let me know what your guys' preferred timestamps are. My hope is that like the start of the timestamp is me talking about crochet, and then as soon as I stop talking about crochet, you can click on the next timestamp, and then that's when I start talking about crochet again. And you can kind of do that, but I don't know if that's good or not. Let me know what you guys like with the timestamps, if you guys even have a preference. I don't know. Well, thank you guys again for hanging out with me in another video for another week. I'm sorry that I really did only film for 2 days, but I guess my weekend just got busy with having the party and then just hanging out with my fiance. We just have a good time, our time together, and I try not to film when we're having our private time together, you know what I mean? But I hope that you guys did enjoy the 2 days update that I gave. I hope that you guys liked looking at all the different charms. I know that I had a lot of fun doing that. I know that that's not exactly like crochet related, but I like to add cutesy little things like that onto my crochet pieces. And so if you guys like to do that as well, I hope that you appreciated that little segment that I made up for y'all. And I also hope that you guys liked the hat that I completed this week. I had so much fun making this. It seriously like was such a blast and just like took me out of my normal crochet element that I've been in with making plushies. It was just so fun to make something different. Again, I highly recommend making something similar for the cooler weather that's coming. Again, the links will be all down below for both the beanie and the ears. And if you do want to purchase any charms for yourself, all those Amazon links will be down below as well. So if you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my face on your feed. And make sure to leave me a comment down below, whatever you want to say, if you want to leave me some advice on any of the millions of questions that I asked, or I do have a specific question of the video, as I always have at the end of all my videos. So I want to know, what are you guys doing to get into the Halloween fall spooky season spirit? Are you guys like me? Do you guys like to crochet like spooky types of things, Halloween themed items to get into the spirit? Because that's what I've been loving to do, as well as putting on spooky movies while I do it. My fiance and I this year, we're trying to go back and rewatch all the super classic Halloween movies. So we watched like The Ring and The Shining and all those super fun classic good ones. So I want to know, what are you guys doing to get into the fall spirit? Are you guys doing the same sorts of things as me? Or maybe you're making some fall baked goods, or some fun fall coffees, or carving pumpkins, anything like that. Let me know, because I do want to do some fun little activities leading up in these few days that we have left until Halloween. I want to do some fun spooky stuff. So let me know what y'all are doing. But of course, if you're a shy girly like me and you don't really like to leave words in the comments, that's a little bit too much for you, then of course I always have an emoji of the video. And for this video, leave a red or black heart if you've made it to the end of this video, so that I know that you've made it to the end. And I also really appreciate that. Red and black hearts actually out to you guys who made it to the end of this video, because thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me for another spooky week in my life, trying to keep up on my crochet and living a little bit of a busy life at the same time. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me this week, because I know I had so much fun hanging out with all of you guys. And I hope you have a magical rest of your day. Bye-bye! Are y'all still here? Are y'all still here? Because if you made it to the secret scene, I have a little secret to share with you guys. I've been filming blind this whole time, and thank God I can put my glasses on now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know it's ridiculous, but I literally was like, this glare is ridiculous, and then I've been having to read some stuff off my laptop, and I'm like, what if you guys can see that? That's so embarrassing. So I've been filming blind because I didn't want to put my contacts in. Can you believe? That's so crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for staying until the whole end of the video. Love you guys. Bye.